said I gained weight. All right. Lady of. Okay, here we go. Rabbit hole. Don't worry, I've planned all this. I know what I'm going to say. So, Lady of the North. Mm, I didn't even know all this stuff. But you see a woman. She's kind of sent like Mariah Carey. So, this place is in the North Cumberland Landia. I cannot pronounce this. Amazon. Where is Northumberlandia?
From findmypass.co.uk. Northumberland is a historic county in northeast England bordering Scotland and the North Sea.
Scotland. So a lot of times when I did these origins of people's ancestry, it actually was what you call it? Start the preliminary origins of people's lineage started in Scotland. Okay, let's do later North Bible. Watch this. Lady of the North Bible. They say that that was the wife of Abraham. Why is this different? You know what? Let's go on my computer. That's why you need to have multiple devices. I just like the internet use because it has a lot to do with actually I messaged it to someone. I can just use the images. Christina, I have mystical in my head. Quit your lying and watch yourself. It's like the mantra of the day. Okay, hurry up. Okay, this is worth it. Facebook's tripping. Leave me alone. No, I don't want my contacts uploaded to Messenger. You know how many people like you've blocked, and then when you like add your contacts to Messenger, how many people come up? Mm, don't want to open that bottomless pit. There was a gay joke there. Okay, so going to Lady of the North. Hurry up. Lady of the North. So, in one research, I found that she was, is it Hathor? Hathor? There you go. Not bad, y'all. You know, when you live, you have to like keep everyone entertained. So, Ezekiel 8:14 high. Then he brought me to an entrance where, that wasn't even the word, entrance of the north gate, the house of the Lord. And I saw a woman sitting there mourning the god Tammuz. So then I was like, who is Tammuz? And Tammuz was opposite of Yeshua. But then I saw this name, Demuzid. So apparently they have multiple names. The Sumerian name was Dumuzi, and Tammuz was the biblical name, but I guess they didn't want to cross cultures, Sumerian and Mesopotamian. See that whole thing between West and, is it South? Western Mesopotamia was middle, right? Center. Correct me, Francis. You know this. Uh, religion, God, fertility, embodying the powers of life, nature, and the spring. Tammuz seems to have derived from Akkadian, from Tammuz, early Sumerian. Hey, Fabian. So anyway, I'm spitting some knowledge, ancient history here. Excuse me. So the reader doesn't mind sharing our conversation. So then I was like digging, and I found that Tammuz was a of was a ancestor. Um, anyway, hold that thought. What I'm saying. For a nation has come up against her out of the north. So you're seeing that there is a out of the north, and that there is a north. So my vision was actually making sense after a while. Behold, a people is coming from the north, a great nation of many kings. He stretches over empty space. Blah blah blah. Where is? So anyway, I'm gonna just kill it. So there's two tribes of Abraham, right? There's the concubine and there's his wife Sarah. And those are the I didn't told you guys my Facebook was kind of funny, which only proves my point. Oops. Where is it? There was Hathor and Hagar. I don't know why it's not here. Sorry, you guys. I should have been prepared. That's weird. Our whole conversation was here. Anyway, so in Greek mythology, there was the woman Hagar. Hagar, Hathor, and she was the goddess with the bull horns, right? Then in ancient Egypt, you have Hathor, but also Hathor is the name of the concubine wife in the Bible. Same woman. I know Facebook got in the way. I gave a disclaimer. Because they don't want people knowing the knowledge of the two witnesses, which if they did, that has nothing to do with them. Nobody's going to croak over knowledge and wisdom. That's why I just wish people would just like stop programming AI to like be against people. Just program AI to give us free money. How about that? Instead of cheating us on Telegram. Right, Christina? I'm still waiting for my payout on the 31st though. Anyways, where's I going with that? So you have two bloodlines, two tribes. One became the nation Palestine, the other became the nation Israel. Moving along. So when I was talking to Lolo this morning, that's her name, we came across because she mentioned something. I was like, she mentioned that from the north is the work of the bad, and I was like, I beg to differ. Anyway, you notice how in the our weather right now in the States, beyond cold, and then the whole Celsius thing. If you guys didn't know, and for people who kept telling me, change your settings, change your weather settings. Well, I did. My phone shows Celsius every time I check the weather. And I don't know why or who, what benevolent presence is trying to tell me something. But that's the thing I tell people, like, if that is my ongoing, if that's what my constituents are showing me, respect that. Don't be like, just go in settings. No, shut up. We don't need all that. So anyway, Celsius would mean there's a polar opposite. So I was thinking, if we are in the south, then I need to think north. Oop, there goes my second connection to North. Then we think North Korea, North Korea, North Korea, North Korea. Bombs, bomb, missiles. They changed the word to missiles. Wasn't it bombs? Mandela effect. So if we were to change the wording and say North Korea was testing bombs, because if they say bombs, people will freak out. So if you say missile, no one would know that hydrogen, a chemical compound of hydrogen, would create these snowstorm cyclone bombs. If you put it's in the natural science. Watch this. Amazon. What happens when you combine hydrogen oxide and heat?
According to Topper.com, when metal oxides are heated in hydrogen, the product obtained is water. Each gram of oxide gives 0.2 grams of water.
Boop. Amazon. What happens when you combine freezing temperature, sub-zero, and hydrogen oxide?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, when molecular hydrogen, H2, and oxygen, O2, are combined and allowed to react together, energy is released and the molecules of hydrogen and oxygen can combine to form either water or hydrogen peroxide.
Amazon. What is a bomb cyclone?
Explosive cyclogenesis is the rapid deepening of an extratropical cyclonic low-pressure area. The change in pressure needed to classify something as explosive cyclogenesis is latitude dependent. For example, at 60 degrees latitude, explosive cyclogenesis occurs if the central pressure decreases by 24 mbar or more in 24 hours.
Amazon. How does cyclogenesis and hydrogen peroxide testing affect our environment?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Boom, see? So what does that have to do with the North? There's a war. It seems like Amazon. What scripture says all nations turn against Israel? This is
From
fun.
studylight.org. A general judgment of all nations, for their mistreatment of Israel, is announced in the valley of Jehoshaphat, Joel 3:1-4.
When did United States declare Israel a nation?
From state.gov. The United States recognized Israel as an independent state on May 14, 1948, when President Harry Truman issued a statement of recognition following Israel's proclamation of independence on the same date.
That's when we messed up. And that's why all the nations are turning against the United States by using these weather. Because to us, it's weather. And everybody said, oh, it's a blizzard. It's a flood. It's wildfires. It's corona. But I realized all these things that came from the north messed. It's almost like if you're on a rest affirmation beep. Loretta, why are you messaging me? Get your butt on here. Anyway, where I'm getting at is seems like everywhere outside of our country has tried to give a natural way to disarm us as a nation as though we were posing a threat. But also I see it as like, dang, like biological warfare, yeah. Because there were to be no more nuclear weapons. There's like some kind of agreement. Are you free to me this afternoon? This is how I know the devil's working. Because that number was not in my context. And I would never text anybody that. Why would that come through as a text message as I'm giving this speech? Trying to make me crazy. Anywho, let's say that there's a rescue mission to free the people who are enslaved in United States of America. Affirmation. Um, don't get distracted, Aaron. Yes. I'm gonna turn down that offer though. Turn down for what? Because I don't need it. Anyway, where I was getting at was this is a correlation to the Old Testament. When everybody says, oh, Yahweh, the God's anger and his fury. And it's like, God ain't mad, because if he made himself equal to everything he created, he's getting mad at himself. That don't make no sense. So then, therefore, if the weather, Yahweh, were the, stop it, affirmation. The reader, stop. Stop it. I know too many people get excited. I know too many people. You know how many light workers message me a day? I'm like, y'all stop, slow down. The weather is what is. You guys get what I'm saying. And the last reference that I have that I want to share was that was on Instagram. I won't show this video, but stop it. Stop. Okay. They were showing how the snow blizzard that hit Idaho. Was it Idaho? There was a mass shooting in Idaho. But anyway, there were bodies being found of people who are in the blizzards and they're out in the snow. And I'm like, that's just kind of creepy. Like, who records this? But thank you for the information. But they were saying that, and I was like, oh, that's when it correlated to me that all this meant that there's a war. Yeah, Loretta, you laughing interrupted my live stream. You and Francis. It's okay though, because Mary Ellen was the first person who called me on the last live stream, and I had to stop and start over, which is this live stream. And she didn't even say, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. She was like, oh my gosh, I got something to tell you. I'm like, girl, did I not tell you I'm on the live stream? Anyway, I love you. Yeah, so that's what's going on. So now that we've seen how I wrapped it all up, how this has to do with the tribes of Israel, two lines of Abraham, Hathor and Hagar, which are the same person. Let's just marinate on that. They split. Concubine wife is not a concubine. It was a slave that became a wife. Let's just marinate on that one. Because if the lady of the north joined Abraham, it would meet her in the middle, Mesopotamia, Sumerian. But the two sides never got, because in Greek, I don't know, Greek is Hagar and Egyptian is Hathor. Whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. The two witnesses are basically one. To become one. Me off. Facebook cut me off. Facebook cut me off because I'm on a point. On a point. On a point. And everyone has proof of what happens when people just make sense of everything that's going on. That's all I wanted to share with everybody. I'm done chatting. Done blabbing. You guys say what? I like this better. What y'all say? What y'all gotta say before I go? Yo. This is how I feel about my regular life. It's like you try to go on a flow, you try to balance everything, you try to make sense to have some mental clarity. And then these interruptions that are unnecessary just come in. It's like, how does that offend you? What does it have to do with you? Like that's ugh, so irritating. I just know my birthday's in 3, 4 weeks. Oh man, next level. When I get like that kind of amplification boost, everyone's feeding my ego, I'm gonna be handing these out. Oh my goodness. All of it. And that's why you coughing back there because you want to be outside being nosy for no reason when you can just be friendly and just talk to people normally. But you coughing and gonna get catch the flu and corona because your ass outside. It is too cold. Stop doing that to yourself, girl. Learn from your husband. Stay inside and cough. Be nosy. It is very draining. I almost have to say, I told I told a few people, I said, I'm extremely depleted and I'm tired. And that also welcomes depression. And it's fine. It's just a feeling. What you saying? What you got planned? Um, Today? My plan is to get a job. She's still out there coughing. You gonna get sick? You need a cough drop? This is why some people get black eyes. I'm glad I haven't given anybody. But hi, Amanda. Oh, Amanda, you missed the whole stream, but it's okay. Twist that ish. I'll edit myself and find God in it. You learn something every time. Yep. It's like French fries with seasoning. You can have your way, BK, but add some seasoning on it. You a hole in the wall. You're authentic. I don't know what you call it. Commercial fries are for fast food. Seasoned fries are for authentic. What is it? Authentic. Authenticated. Oh, what am I gonna do for my birthday? Hmm. That whole week, I'm gonna turn up. But also, I like to do like this um, weekend dance class, dance party thing. So I might have a space where people can come out and wear your mask if you want, but I ain't gonna. Oh, that was another thing. Go. No, not me. I'm talking about the heathen back here who's always being prideful in everybody's business, who don't speak an ounce of English, but yet always is listening to me talk to people. If that's the case, you can apply financial aid. I'm being petty. Being petty is number one on my birthday list. Um, what I was gonna mention, and this I might go again on the Facebook live stream, just to let y'all know. Uh, the proteins, the proteins. So if you're in sub-zero temperatures and you know, well now you know, you've just had a what do they call it? Not a simulated, but a synthetic protein. Synthetics weren't tested for sub-zero temperatures. Amazon. Were synthetic proteins ever tested for freezing below temperatures?
From springernature.com. A synthetic antifreeze protein gene was expressed in plants and reduced electrolyte leakage from the leaves at freezing temperatures.
Can synthetic proteins survive cold temperatures if not tested for freezing temperatures?
Here's something I found on the web. Protein powder can be stored in the fridge. However, protein powder is best when stored at room temperature, where it usually can last 1 year. By the way, you can thank the driver of your most recent delivery, and we'll share your appreciation with them.
No, that's
Just
okay.
say, thank my driver.
No. Thank the driver. Anyway, so anything synthetic has to either be room temperature or tumbled in a uh, uh, in humidity. That's how you get viruses or biotics, plants, your weed. You have to evolve and grow things through enzyme. You have to have a high temperature. So if you gotta, you must bump, and you're in those conditions in the east right now of the United States. I don't know about the rest of the world, but if you're in the East Coast and you're seeing that they say freeze warning or frost warning, cyclone coming, the nor'easter hasn't even came yet. I don't mean to laugh. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? But you have to find ways to how do you warm up your body? Uh, tea, cinnamon, like those spicy things like the cinnamon, saffron tea, uh, burning bay leaf that helps your lung, uh, lentil soup, lots of soups. You gotta cook. You gotta heat up everything. Also, this is kind of funny me saying this, but wearing a face mask because you would trap your carbon, and your carbon is the best way to keep all this hot on the inside. Holy Spirit activate.